yo, the first time we went down to Grant Central, a couple of dollars was lost, as well as my favorite pencil. Sauce packets in my left pocket. I can't believe that it's out right now. We should go watch it.
Let's do it.
Is that your son? He needs to stop it. And why is he wearing so many watches?
Yeah, what's going on? It's your boy Biggz, and I'm here with my weekly SmackDown recap blog. And truth be told, I'm not going to get too in-depth about my thoughts on TLC. Gonna save it for the prediction blog, which will be out Friday. So let's just get into it, y'all. November 29th, 2016 edition of SmackDown aired from the Colonial Life Arena in South Carolina. This is the last episode before TLC this Sunday. SmackDown Live, only pay-per-view, only on the WWE Network. Let's get into it. SmackDown opens up with Renee standing in the ring. Contract signing between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. And this is what it was. Renee introduces the women. Alexa Bliss cuts her up real quick and kicks her out of the ring, talking about her fashion sense, it was kind of funny. Alexa Bliss, she's like the best female heel on the roster, man. I'm going to keep saying that every week. You know, she talks about how it was Becky's dumb Irish luck that she won. She's tired of her crying like a 4-year-old, and Alexa Bliss is coming for blood. She's hungry to be the champion. I love that. Becky eventually says that she didn't want to wait till Sunday, and she hit her with a cold right hand, bro. It looked like a legit punch, to be honest with you. Becky Lynch she was a beast, and she was putting it on Alexa. She was going to give her the Becky Lynch plex, the Beckplex from the top rope, but Alexa actually pushed her off. It reminded me of Cena versus Sheamus, you know, but she pushed it, she fell through the table, and I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't expect all that to happen, which was a great look, you know. Alexa Bliss, she's coming to her own. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'll keep repeating it. I actually thought she shouldn't have been brought up to the main roster in the summertime, but she proved everybody that she deserved a spot and took advantage of being on the #1 show on WWE programming. But let's move on, y'all. Kalisto and Dolph Ziggler, a.k.a. Rey Mysterio and Shawn Michaels, took on Baron Corbin and Miz. Kalisto and Dolph Ziggler won by disqualification. Long story short, Baron Corbin hit Kalisto with a chair, and Miz's wife pushed the ladder on the Dolph Ziggler, which was nuts. The moral of this match was, and honestly, I feel like the theme, most of the heels was in control of the evening. So, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be 50-50 booking, but one thing I can't say about SmackDown, it hasn't really been about the 50-50 booking with them. It's just been about just going with the flow and actually creating stories. And in all honesty, every match Sunday is important and has a reason for being there, unlike the other show that the bro Chuck greatly broke down on the Raw recap, which I need to check out right now. Let's move on. American Alpha cut a promo. They was talking their talk about the Wyatts. Then you had the Wyatts do a promo right after they cut a promo on Alphas. Randy then turns on Luke and challenges him to do the job against Kane. Randy says him and Bray are the only ones that matter. I love how they're breaking down this story with the Wyatts and Randy. It's like everybody knows Randy's going to turn on Bray, but I like the fact that it's not being rushed. Let's move on, y'all. We got Carmella in the ring. Shout out to Staten Island. I see you shouted. She's talking trash about Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella comes out and spears Carmella, and they brawl. And I can't wait to see this match either. I mean, listen, I've never been a Nikki Bella fan, but I feel like this reincarnation of Nikki Bella, where she's not the champion, she's not the main focus of the women's division, minus where she was the team captain, which shouldn't have happened at Survivor Series. I think her and Carmella gonna put on a great match. No DQ. I hope they actually turn them loose and let them do what they do. Let's move on, y'all. We got the Ambrose Asylum, where he introduces James Ellsworth, who thanks Dean for his help. Ambrose tells him no need to help, but Dean with the joke, say he could wash his car, pick up his dry cleaning, pick him up a 6-pack blah, blah, blah. Dean said he's rooting for Dean asked Ellsworth who is he rooting for. Ellsworth made it clear. He said he would love to face Dean, but he said he also got 3 wins against AJ. And says if AJ wins, he thinks he might have a shot of actually beating AJ for a 4th time. This brought the champ out. Come down to interrupt. AJ's not going for this garbage, man. AJ's he's ready to let loose. Him and Dean have a promo war. And then all of a sudden, AJ bum rush James Ellsworth, and who bumps into Dean. Ladder hits Dean in the back of the head. AJ takes out Dean, slams him into the steel steps, which took him out of play. And then AJ literally whoops James Ellsworth's ass. Threw him on the tables, hit him with a chair, and is dead in his back. And then hit the most devastating Styles clash that's taking place in WWE on WWE TV. And guess what? I bet you James Ellsworth didn't tuck his chin in this time. He took a Styles clash off the steel steps to the floor, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, Styles clash off of the steel steps onto the floor. Whew. He took Ellsworth all the way out. So there's a good chance we won't see Ellsworth on Sunday. Ellsworth is being taken out on a stretcher, goes into the ambulance, and Dean leaves with him. We move on, y'all. Kane versus Luke Harper. It was a slow back and forth the opening minutes. I'm not going to lie. I fast forward through a lot of it, but it made me stop and rewind and go back to it. Kane wins with a choke slam. Excuse me. I didn't want to cough. I'm going to just keep it because I'm not really trying to edit this. But Kane wins with the choke slam. It was a decent match. I mean, the fact that they gave Kane and Luke all that time, it shows that they were looking to kill time, but, they gave these dudes time. So salute to Kane, salute to Luke Harper. And then we get to the main event. Brandy and Bray beat the Alphas, man. This was a great tag team match. And as I was watching, as I was saying, I cannot wait for the Wyatts and American Alpha to put on a rivalry for those tag belts. I feel like they're going to put on a series of great matches. Highlights include Randy hitting a great superplex, and I love the fact that they're actually selling the superplex. The American Alpha was just coming in with a bunch of suplexes. Jason Jordan, he is another thoroughbred. And they was literally giving it to the Wyatts. Pause. Sister Abigail was going to be hooked on Jordan for the win, but, they reversed it, got out of it, and then they went for the grand altitude. Randy comes in, hits Gable with the RKO. Jordan hits him with a running shoulder block, and one hits Randy with a running shoulder block, and then turns attention back to Bray. And Luke Harper did come out towards the end of the match, and he couldn't do much but just pull Bray out of the way. Jason Jordan hits the corner. He's stunned, he dazed, and then Sister Abigail for the win. It was a great match. Great tag team main event match. American Alpha's in the main event slot. I love how they're giving the younger people a chance, but I love the decision to put the Wyatts against Heath and Rhino for the tag belts. And it's just a regular tag team match, so I'm good with that. At the end, we see the Wyatts celebrating. We see Heath and Rhino backstage watching on the monitor. AJ interrupts them, and it's funny how AJ and Rhino had a match back in the other promotion, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I'm not putting the picture up, but all of a sudden, Dean comes in running in the room and beats the hell out of AJ Styles, and they brawl all over tables, pummels him on the ground, and SmackDown goes off the air. I love the fact that they went off the air with them fighting. More of the story is TLC is going to be another home run for SmackDown Live. They have 6 matches advertised. I'm thinking they're going to have one more match, but if they're going by the principles of NXT, 6 matches is more than enough. for a 3-hour program because that means you're going to give your matches time to develop. But I'll get into my preview prediction on Friday. Y'all can check that out here on InternetSmarks. Check us out, InternetSmarks. I'm here. I'm hitting 10 minutes right about now. I'm out.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarks1 for all news, rumors, and updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.